Welcome back to the Tap Takeover Podcast Video Edition, and we've got a very special event to tell you guys about. You might know my co-host here, Vince. He's our video editor on the podcast. You might know him from such events as the Great Taste of the Midwest. We have such a fun experience to tell you guys about. It's a special event. One of the pleasures of the podcast is being able to kind of shine a spotlight on some different charities, to be able to give back. And when we can give back with beer, that's the Tap Takeover Podcast way to give back. So Vince, tell us a little bit about this event that we're holding for your very own wife.
Sure. This fundraiser is for my wife, Laura. She was diagnosed with Lyme disease over 5 years ago. The purpose of the fundraiser is to help cover some of the costs of the treatment she'll be receiving. The fundraiser is on February 2nd. It's at J&B's Blue Ribbon Pub here in Milwaukee. It's on 52nd and Bluemount, and there's going to be bands, food, bowling, raffles, silent auction.
Sounds like it's all day, all night.
And the raffle silent auction is where the Tap Takeover podcast comes in. You guys have been very generous in donating these beers, and Alex is going to talk a bit about them.
So when we heard about Vince's wife's ailment, and we heard that there was a way that we could help, we jumped on board. We wanted to put our best foot forward with some of the beers that we've collected over time and thrown in our cellars. So we've got the Deconstructed Bomb. We've got from Jim's own cellar and his trip to San Diego. We got another barrel-aged stout. We've got two from Goose Island, the Brasserie Noir and the 2017 Bourbon County brand stout. Obviously, if it's the Tap Takeover podcast putting together a basket, we're going to throw Salad Non-Fail Stout in there. That's the collaboration beer that we did with Mobcraft. We've got two from Central Waters, fantastic interview that we did with Anello. We're super happy to be able to include those. So we've got one of the 19th anniversary, one of the 20th anniversary, and then another friend of the show, Three Sheeps. We've got their 2017 Cuvée blend, one of my own personal favorites. So you've heard some of these beers, actually most of these beers talked about on the podcast. You've heard the live tastings. Here's a chance to put together a really fun bottle share, cellar collection, whatever you feel like doing. But yeah, we're going to have raffles all day. It's going to be live music. If you've heard the theme music for the podcast, you know the Gleasons, you know Vince's band, kind of a rock, Irish, punk kind of thing. We love hearing them, and we hope that you're going to love hearing them as well. Plus a lot of other bands.
Yeah, we'll be playing at 4 p.m. on that day. So it's going to be a really fun day, really fun evening, and we hope you can make it out. Contribute to the cause and bid on these great beers that are being offered.
Yeah, honestly, it's an expensive treatment, and we'd love to be able to not just, help your wife, but also kind of shine a spotlight on Lyme disease. A lot of people suffer in silence. A lot of people don't even know they have it because it's very tough to diagnose this disease. By the time that you have it, it's sometimes far down the line. And so you talked about your own wife and over 5 years of suffering.
This fundraiser, yes, it's for my wife, but it's also a chance to, like you said, shed some light on this epidemic that is Lyme disease.
Awesome. So we can't wait to see you there. It's going to be all day, all night, February 2nd, J&B's Pub.
Yep.
Can't wait to see you guys.
All right, thanks. Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers.